Welcome to AccuWeb Hosting video tutorial. Today, we will guide you on how to import an SSL certificate in Apache Server. Before we begin, take a look at AccuWebHosting.com to review various hosting services offered by us. You can contact us through chat, phone, or send us an email at sales@AccuWebHosting.com. Let's begin the tutorial. To import SSL certificate in Apache Server, you need to perform the following steps. Step 1. Login into your VPS or server through SSH. Step 2. Convert PFX file to compatible files for Apache Server. Step 3. Open the file and copy each certificate and private key into a text file. Step 4. Install SSL certificate, private key, and intermediate files. Step 5. Locate the Apache configuration file. Step 6. Configure virtual host section. First, we will see the prerequisites. First one is you must have a root access or access to a user with sudo privileges. Second one is you must have a certificate in a .pfx file format. Let's follow the steps which we have mentioned at the beginning of this video. Step 1. Login into your VPS or server through SSH. First of all, you have to log into your server through SSH as a root user or a user with sudo privileges. To do this, enter the following command in the terminal. Replace the IP address and port number with your actual server IP address and SSH port number. Copy this command. And paste it on the terminal and press Enter. Enter the password of the root user in the password field. And press Enter. Congratulations! You are logged into your server through SSH. Step 2. Convert the PFX file into a compatible files for Apache Server. Now, you need to convert the .pfx file into a compatible format. You can convert the .pfx file into .pem format or .txt format. Here, we will convert it into .pem format. In order to convert the .pfx format into .pem format, you need to execute the following command in the terminal. In the place of your certificate file .pfx, enter the path of the .pfx file with file name where you have stored it. Here, we will use /home/demo/vps-test.com.pfx path, because we have stored the .pfx in the home directory. In the place of your certificate file .txt, enter the path with the file name where you want to store the output or result. You can use .pem or .txt format for it. Here we will use the path /home and file name as demo/vps-test.pem, because we want to store the output in the home directory. Copy this command. And paste it on the terminal. After then press Enter to execute it. Once you press Enter, you will be asked to enter the import password which you had used while exporting the SSL certificate. Enter the password and press Enter. On success, you will get the message MAC verified OK. It means that the .pfx file is successfully converted into the desired file format. Step 3. Open the file and copy each certificate and private key into a text file. Now, we need to extract the private key and certificate file from the .pem file. Go to the path where the .pem file is stored. Here, we will use this path because we have entered this path to store the .pem file. Copy the command and paste it in the terminal. After that, press Enter to execute it. Type ls command to see the file in the home directory. You can see that demo vpstest.com.pem file is present. Type vi space filename demo vpstest.com.pem to open it. You can use any text editor to open the file. Here we have used vi text editor as an example. Press Enter to open the file. Once you press Enter, the file will be open. Type I to go into insert mode to copy the key and certificate files. Maximize the windows so you can easily copy the key and certificate key. This is a private key. Copy this key. Open a text file and paste on it. Again, go to the terminal window. Scroll down the screen. This is a certificate key. Copy this key. Open a new text file and paste on it. Again, go to the terminal window. Scroll down the screen. This is CA certificate key. This is optional, but in some cases it is required to install SSL certificate on a server. Copy the certificate key. Open a new text file and paste on it. Save them with any unique names such as mydomain.key, mydomain.crt, intermediate.ca.crt, etc. Here, we will save the private key with a name demo vpstest.com.key.txt. Certificate key with a name demo vpstest.com.crt.txt. An intermediate CA certificate with a name demo vpstest.com.ca.txt. Press the Escape button in the keyboard. Type : type Q! And press Enter to go outside of the demo vpstest.com.pem file. Now, you need to create a new file for private key with the name demo vpstest.com.key in the terminal and paste the key which you had copied in the text file with the name demo vpstest.com.key.txt. Type vi space filename demo_vps_test.com.key and press enter. Type I to enter any data on it. Go to the private key text file and copy the private key. Paste it in the newly created file in the terminal. To save the file, press the Escape button in the keyboard. Type : type W, Q, ! and press enter. Again, create a new file for certificate key with the name demo_vps_test.com.crt in the terminal and paste the key which you had copied in the text file with the name demo_vps_test.com.crt.txt. Type vi space filename demo_vps_test.com.crt and press enter. Type I to enter any content on it. Go to the certificate key text file and copy the certificate key. Paste it in the newly created file in the terminal. To save the file, press the Escape button in the keyboard. Type : type W, Q, ! and press enter. Again, create a new file for CA certificate key with the name intermediate.crt in the terminal and paste the key which you had copied in the text file with the name demo_vps_test.com.crt.txt. Type vi space filename intermediate.crt and press enter. Type I to enter any content on it. Go to the CA certificate key text file and copy the certificate key. Paste it in the newly created file in the terminal. To save the file, press the Escape button in the keyboard. Type : type W, Q, ! and press enter. Step 4. Install SSL Certificate, private key, and intermediate files. In order to install SSL Certificate, you need to copy the certificate key, private key, and intermediate file into their respective path. Since we have used CentOS 7 OS in our system, we will copy those files in the following path. Let's see it in the action. First, we will copy the certificate key in SSL CertificateFile path. Go to the terminal. Type cp space. Enter the path of the certificate key. Since we have stored the certificate key in the home directory, we will use /home/demo_vps_test.com.crt. Next, enter the destination path where you want to paste the certificate key. Copy the certificate file path. Paste it in the terminal and press enter. If you don't receive any error, it means that the certificate key is copied successfully. In order to check whether the file is copied or not, you need to go the SSL certificate file path. Type cd. Copy the SSL certificate file path. Paste it in the terminal and press enter. After then type ls command and press enter. You can see the certificate key is copied in the certificate file path. Now, we will copy the private key in the SSL CertificateKeyFile path. Go to the terminal. Type cp space. Enter the path of the private key. Since we have stored the private key in the home directory, we will use /home/demo/vpstest.com.key. Next, enter the destination path where you want to paste the private key. Copy the SSL CertificateKeyFile path. Paste it in the terminal and press Enter. If you don't receive any error, it means that the private key is copied successfully. In order to check whether the private key is copied or not, you need to go the SSL CertificateKeyFile path. Type cd. Copy the SSL CertificateKeyFile path. Paste it in the terminal and press Enter. After then type ls command and press Enter. You can see the private key is copied in the SSL CertificateKeyFile. Next, we will copy the intermediate file in the SSLCACertificateFile path. Go to the terminal. Type cp space. Enter the path of the intermediate file. Since we have stored the intermediate file in the home directory, we will use /home/intermediate, crt. Next, enter the destination path where you want to paste the intermediate file. Copy the SSL CertificateFile path. Paste it in the terminal and press Enter. If you don't receive any error, it means that the intermediate file is copied successfully. In order to check whether the intermediate file is copied or not, you need to go the SSLCACertificateFile path. Type cd. Copy the SSLCACertificateFile path. Paste it in the terminal and press Enter. After then type ls command and press Enter. You can see the intermediate file is copied in the SSLCACertificateFile. Step 5. Locate the Apache configuration file. Here, we would like to inform you that the location and the name of the configuration file may be different depending on the server and OS version you are using. This may be called httpd.con, apache2.con or ssl.con and may be located at /etc/httpd /etc/apache2 or /etc/httpd/con.d/ssl.con. Since we are using CentOS 7 as an operating system, the Apache configuration file is /etc/httpd/. You can also use the following command to find httpd.con file. The configuration file contains the virtual hosts of all domains that are hosted on the server. Step 6. Configure virtual host section. In order to secure your website, you will need to add or modify the virtual host for port 443 in the configuration file. As you know that the configuration file of the Apache in the CentOS is /etc/httpd/con.d, we need to go on that path to open a virtual host file of the website. Type ls to see the list of the virtual host file of the websites. Here, we will open the virtual host file of the website demo-vpstest.com because it is our demo website. Type vi space website name and press enter. Here we have used demo-vpstest.com, con as an example. Enter the following line in the virtual host file with no hash in front of them. The virtual host for 443 port should look the following way. Note: please be informed that we have used the domain name demo-vpstest.com as an example. Here, we need to change the two things. First one is needed to change the port number from 80 to 443. Second one is you need to add the SSL section in the virtual host config file. Copy the SSL section. Paste it in the virtual host file. Please replace the domain name demo-vpstest.com with your actual domain name on which you want to install SSL certificate. Here, we have used the domain name demo-vpstest.com as an example. Save and close the file. It is always a good practice to check your Apache config files for any errors when you modify it. Since we have changed the settings of the Apache config file, we will test for the errors. Issue following command in the terminal to check error. If you receive the output message, syntax OK on the screen. It means that there is no error in the configuration file. Restart the Apache web server by executing the following command in the terminal. Congratulations! SSL certificate is now successfully imported into Apache Server. To test this, browse your website with the HTTPS protocol. You will see the padlock icon before the URL in the browser address bar. This shows that your certificate is installed and configured properly. That's all. Let's quickly sum up the context of this video. We've seen how to import SSL certificate in Apache Server. Hope this video will be helpful for you. If you like this video, please click on the thumb button. Please click on the subscribe button if you want to view such easy to understand technical videos published by AccuWebHosting.com. Thank you for watching.